okay? The two-tier policing, the judiciary. The world is watching right now. This is the most important moment in any of our battles. I've been doing this for 15 years. This is a message to each of you who are thinking about the 26th of October. Maybe you're worried, maybe you're scared. Maybe you think you might lose your job, maybe you think you might get put in prison.
Elon Musk just called Tommy Robinson a political prisoner. But why would the world's richest man care about a controversial British figure locked away in solitary confinement? As Robinson spends New Year's Eve alone in his cell,
let's send a message to the world, to Keir Starmer especially, that the fight is not gone, okay? Not in us anyway. I am travelling back to the UK for literally the fight of my life. Men right now are fighting for their lives in prison, who have been falsely imprisoned, unlawfully imprisoned, pressured and forced and blackmailed to plead guilty to crimes they haven't committed. All of this will come up in our documentary, which will premiere on the 26th of October.
Musk's unexpected support is sending shockwaves through the UK. Is this the game changer that could set Tommy free, or will it backfire spectacularly? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Tommy Robinson, the former leader of the English Defence League, has once again found himself at the center of controversy. Known for his outspoken views on Islam and immigration, Robinson is currently behind bars for contempt of court. His imprisonment stems from a 2018 incident where he live-streamed outside a trial, potentially jeopardizing the proceedings. But it's not just the fact that Robinson is in prison that's raising eyebrows. It's the conditions under which he's being held. Reports suggest that Robinson is in solitary confinement, a measure typically reserved for the most dangerous offenders. This harsh treatment has sparked debate about whether the punishment fits the crime.
Rights have been trampled all over by a communist, tyrannical government who do not care about freedom. Everything this country was built on, the Magna Carta, has been abolished and trampled all over by Keir Starmer.
The authorities claim that Robinson's notoriety necessitates these extreme measures. They argue that his high profile and controversial status require heightened security precautions, but critics see it differently. They question whether this is a case of the justice system being weaponized to silence a vocal dissenter. Enter Elon Musk, the billionaire entrepreneur known for shaking things up. In a move that caught many off guard, Musk has thrown his considerable influence behind Robinson's cause. But what prompted the world's richest man to get involved in this contentious British case? It seems a single tweet about Robinson's solitary confinement caught Musk's attention. In response, Musk dropped a bombshell statement that sent shockwaves through the UK establishment. He labeled Tommy Robinson a political prisoner. Those three words from Musk have ignited a firestorm of debate. They challenge the official narrative surrounding Robinson's imprisonment and treatment. Coming from someone with Musk's global platform and influence, this statement can't be easily dismissed or ignored. The UK establishment now finds itself in a tricky position. Musk's involvement has thrust Robinson's case into the international spotlight, making it harder to maintain the status quo. It's raised uncomfortable questions about free speech, the treatment of controversial figures, and the potential abuse of the justice system. As this unlikely alliance between Musk and Robinson continues to unfold, one thing is clear. The conversation around Tommy Robinson has shifted dramatically. The question now is, how will the UK authorities respond to this unexpected challenge from one of the world's most influential figures? From tech mogul to political provocateur, Elon Musk's latest move has sent shockwaves through the UK establishment. But as the media frenzy builds, we're left wondering, could this unexpected alliance between Musk and Robinson be the catalyst that forces a re-examination of justice in the court of public opinion? Musk's declaration that Tommy Robinson is a political prisoner has dramatically altered the conversation surrounding the controversial figure. The initial reactions have been nothing short of explosive. Media outlets are scrambling to cover the story, with some praising Musk's intervention as a necessary challenge to the system, while others criticize it as unwarranted meddling in British affairs. The public, too, is divided. Robinson's supporters have found new energy, using Musk's statement as vindication of their long-held beliefs. On the other side, his critics argue that Musk's involvement only serves to embolden a divisive figure. Politicians, meanwhile, are treading carefully, aware that Musk's global influence makes this more than just a domestic issue. This clash of narratives between authorities and Musk's supporters has thrown the UK justice system into the spotlight. The stark contrast in treatment between Robinson and other individuals facing serious allegations, like Labour councillor Ricky Jones, has raised uncomfortable questions about double standards. It's forcing many to reconsider their assumptions about fairness in the British legal system. Musk's involvement echoes historical instances where international figures have swayed domestic legal matters. It's a reminder of the power that high-profile support can wield in shaping public perception and potentially legal outcomes. The world is watching, and the UK's handling of this situation could have far-reaching implications for its international reputation. As the pressure mounts, many are speculating whether Musk's intervention could lead to changes in Robinson's treatment. Could we see a review of his solitary confinement, or even a re-examination of his case? The authorities are in a tough spot, caught between maintaining their stance and responding to this unexpected challenge from one of the world's most influential figures. Musk's shocking statement about Robinson being a political prisoner has undoubtedly changed the game. It's no longer just about one man's imprisonment. It's become a test case for the power of social media to influence real-world politics and justice. This situation reveals the shifting power dynamics in our modern, interconnected world. It shows how a single tweet from a billionaire can challenge an entire nation's legal system, forcing us to question where true authority lies in the digital age. As this story continues to unfold, one thing is certain: the intersection of social media, politics, and justice will never be the same. Elon Musk's involvement in Tommy Robinson's case has thrown a spotlight on the power of social media to challenge established systems. It's not just about one controversial figure anymore. This situation raises serious questions about free speech and justice in our digital age. Can a tweet from a billionaire really sway a nation's legal system? And if so, what does that mean for the future of democracy? The Robinson case has become a litmus test for how social media can shape public discourse and even influence real-world politics. It's forcing us to confront uncomfortable truths about who holds power in our interconnected world. As the lines between online influence and offline authority continue to blur, we're left wondering, are we witnessing a fundamental shift in how justice is served and public opinion is formed? This saga serves as a stark reminder of social media's double-edged nature. It can amplify marginalized voices and challenge injustice, but it can also spread misinformation and inflame tensions. As we move forward, we'll need to grapple with these complexities and find a balance between the democratizing potential of platforms like Twitter and the need for responsible, fact-based discourse.